Hello everybody and welcome back to the Abingdon Code channel. My name is Abingdon and this is by far going to be my favorite live that I think I will be doing all year. If you are tuning in and you are tuning in with me live on Giving Tuesday, then welcome, because we are going to go over a whole ton of nonprofits, how to give back, why we should give back, and then I'm going to share with you my top 5 nonprofits that I'll be giving to today. So if you have not joined this channel before, then definitely you're going to want to hit the subscribe button, because what we do is we go over all things that are STEAM and STEM related. We'll go over watches, women doing badass adventurous things. When you do want to comment, definitely put in anything, because this is a very interactive video. So, it's not a video, it's a live, right, broadcast? So yes, definitely interact. I'll be going back and forth with you. I want you to share your nonprofits with me today. And if you like that kind of stuff, then you're probably in the right place. So let's jump into it. So, nonprofits, why do we give back? Why should we? What do we look for? If you have never given to a nonprofit before, then there are a few things that you probably want to consider before you hand over your money. We work hard for our money, so we want to make sure that when we are giving it to a good cause, that we give it to a good cause that is going to use it for what they say they're going to use it for. So you can't just give it to any Tom, Dick, or Harry, because they might not even be registered as a nonprofit, as a 501c3. So when you get registered as a 501c3, it means that you are tax exempt. The IRS says, all right, you guys have a mission, you guys are doing a good thing, and we're gonna make it so that you do not have to pay taxes. So that's a really, really hard accomplishment to get. I know when I set up my nonprofit, it took almost a year, maybe not a year, about 8 months to get 501c3 status. So before you do donate to an organization, they may still be in that process of getting 501c3 status from the IRS. So keep that in mind. You definitely want to see their transparency. So the biggest thing is, if you're kind of curious, they have, like we all do our tax forms, W-2s, W-9s, W-4s, whatever we use. Nonprofits use Form 990s. So all you got to do is look up a Form 990 and you can see the tax return on a nonprofit. And if they are filing 990s, then that means they are a nonprofit. If you want to see what they're spending money on, then go and check it out, because that is going to be the best way that you can see. Because what I like to usually take a look at is, what are they spending their money on? Are they spending their money on marketing, advertising, and CEO salaries? I mean, CEOs can make a lot of money at nonprofits. And so if I'm going to be donating my money, am I paying somebody's salary, or am I making sure that it's going to the mission? So one thing that I definitely want to see with their Form 990s or with their transparency is 25%, this is kind of a rule of thumb that they say, 25% going to admin costs, 75% going towards the mission. That's kind of the rule I stick by as well, because I know that my money is going to be going to the mission. And there are some ways that you can donate for nonprofits where you say, I want all my money going towards the mission, I don't want it going towards administrative costs. So that is one thing that you can definitely talk to that nonprofit about and share and say, this is what I want to do. So hello, Cool TV. Hi, Blake Jones. So glad that you guys have joined in. Do comment, tell me who your favorite nonprofit is as I go into these, because I'm going to be talking super fast today, because I've cut a lot of nonprofits that I give back to. And if you do, by the way, if you do comment with your favorite nonprofit, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to donate on Giving Tuesday today to your nonprofit. So definitely want to throw in your favorite one down below. So yeah, so transparency, their Form 990, how much are they spending on admin costs versus the mission, Do they have an informative website? Are they being recommended? Where do those donations go? So you can sometimes kind of control where you put your money to a nonprofit, because when it comes down to it, that's what nonprofits need. They need money to do what they need to do. So it's super, super important that you are upfront with them and you tell them, hey, I want to give you $1,000, I want to give you $100, I want to give you $10, but I want to make sure that it goes towards the scholarship fund, or I want to make sure that it goes towards, saving dogs and cats or animal cruelty or whatever it is that you are invested in. And that's probably my favorite and most important thing about the nonprofits I support is, does it align with my mission, with my values, with everything that I believe in? So I have kind of different buckets that I put nonprofits in, those that are local here to Las Vegas, those that are giving back to my community, those that are making an impact. I want to make sure that they're doing something, right? So that is probably the most important thing that you want to make sure. Does it align with my values? And not mine, but does it align with your values? And then I'm just trying to think, that's pretty much the biggest things that I would say that we need to kind of consider whenever we're going to give our money away. So that is my 2 cents on that. So let's jump into my favorite nonprofits. Now, you know that I am a pilot who made watches, right? So of course, I'm going to be familiar with most of the aviation nonprofits that are out there. Also, if you haven't noticed, I am a woman. So women are minorities in the industries that I have a lot of fun in, that I get to play in. So most of the nonprofits that align with my values are female oriented, and they're trying to either get more women into, girls and women, STEAM and STEM, aviation, watches, watchmaking, all those types of things. Those are kind of where my values lie. So that's the nonprofit group that I kind of go into. So in terms of aviation, I'll give you my top 5 at the end, but I'm also going to give you a whole bunch of different nonprofits so that you know that these people exist. And what I'll do is, for at least all the ones that I really, really care about, I'm gonna put those in the description after this live so that you can go and find out more information about them as well. So in aviation, you've got Women in Aviation, you've got the 99s, you have FAST, which stands for Female Aviators Sticking Together, you've got the Lady Aviators, Women in Corporate Aviation, Association of Women Airframe Mechanics, you've got Sisters of the Skies, Whirly Girls, Women Military Aviators, and then ISA 21, which is the International Society of Women Airline Pilots. So that's just like the tip of the iceberg. There's so many others, but those are the biggest group. Then for like the automotive industry, we just got done with SEMA and we got done with DEMA, 2 major shows that always happen in November. And SEMA is for the car industry and DEMA is for the dive industry. So I was talking to a lot of people that are represented in these organizations, in these nonprofits. So the real deal, I almost said my favorite, but I'm not there yet. I'll get to that in a minute. But you've got the real deal, the Jesse Combs Foundation. You've got the Automotive Women's Alliance Foundation. I haven't discovered as many in the automotive space, but if you know of a really good nonprofit in the automotive space that is promoting women, then please put that in a comment below, because I want to learn right along with you. So, but those are the top 3 that I know in the automotive space. In the dive space though, there are a bunch. You've got the Women Divers Hall of Fame. I did a live video on the Nadia and how the Women Divers Hall of Fame, which recognize women who are making a huge impact in the dive community, helped to improve the whole dive watch, the Nadia, the new Nadia that we came out with. So there's the Women Divers Hall of Fame. There's the Sunshine Mermaids. You've got the Black Girls Dive Foundation. You've got the Gills Club. There's a whole bunch there. Then, now we're gonna start getting into STEM and STEAM. Now that is where you have a huge amount. And this is why I say, jump back to that previous list that I went over of the things that you want to look for before you hand over your money, because some of these, the ones that I'm mentioning, I have looked into, and I'm not going to endorse any of them, but I've looked into them enough that I am comfortable with them, and I'm still learning about them. And sometimes I will give, and sometimes I won't, if I really find that that they've kind of checked all my P's and Q's. So, but in the STEM and STEAM industry, holy baloney, there are a ton out there. So you've got, all right, let me see if I can get this straight. You've got One Girl Can, you've got Girls Who Code, Women Who Code, and some of these are more mission oriented towards getting girls involved. Some of them are more mission oriented towards making it equal pay in the career, in the industry, and trying to help employers hire more women and more minorities. So you do have different goals of each of these foundations. So there is that. Society of Women in Science, you've got Code to Inspire, Girls Start, the NGCP, which is National Girls Collaborative Project, STEM for Her, Women in Technology International, Tech Bridge, Women in Tech, Ignite, Black Girls Code, Latinas in STEM, the Scientistas, which I think is a really cute name, by the way. Well done on that. And then, of course, the watch industry. Now, the watch industry is kind of a male-dominated industry, so there's not a lot of women in the watch industry. In fact, I'm not even familiar with one nonprofit who does anything specific to the watch industry solely. Now, I'm going to get to Bingdon Foundation and what we do, but if you know of a watch nonprofit that does help give back to bring more women into orology, please sign me up, because I want more girlfriends in the watch industry, because watches are amazing, and I know, Blake, you agree with me because you're a watch fan like I am. So if you know of anything, then please put that in the comments below, because I definitely want to hear about a nonprofit that helps promote women in the orological sciences. But the three nonprofits that I am familiar with in the watch industry is the Orological Society of New York, the Veterans Watchmaker Initiative, which is, I think, super cool, because what they do is they train veterans who have come out of service and give them the skills to have a career in the civilian world, and teach them how to be watchmakers. So I think that's really neat. And then, of course, the AWCI, which is the American Watchmakers and Clockmakers Institute. All nonprofits, all of these are phenomenal. If you are giving today on Giving Tuesday, please go ahead and give to somebody that you resonate with a nonprofit that is legitimate, and that you feel good about, because that's what it's all about. It's feeling good. I feel amazing, and when I give back, I mean, it's not any fun if you just keep your money all to yourself. Like, some people can have fun to a point, but it's really about helping make an impact and just making it so this world is a better place. There, I'm off my podium there, but that is what really gets me going. That's what gets my juices going. So the Bingdon Foundation. Now, you guys may know about Bingdon Foundation or not, but Bingdon Foundation is all about bringing women into STEAM. And our mission is to promote the female pursuit of non-traditional industries, either recreationally or professionally. What do I mean by that? A non-traditional industry is an industry that women are not necessarily promoted in. So if you wanted to, you live in the UK? Yes, you can totally still donate. We're taking donations on Instagram, we're taking donations on Facebook, so if you're in the UK, you can still reach out to us there. Or you can even just go to our website, and I'll get to that in a second. So, but definitely in social media, you're more than happy to donate, and I appreciate you for wanting to do so. But yeah, non-traditional industries, they're not necessarily promoted to women and girls. And so we're trying to make a difference with that. The other thing that we're doing is we're doing scholarships. We're providing scholarships to young women to bring them to events like the Women in Aviation Conference, like SEMA for the car industry, like Workboat for the shipping industry in Louisiana, that's held right around this time every year. DEMA for the dive industry, the SHOT Show, Shooting, Hunting, Outdoor Trade Show. For the tactical industry, CES for the electronic and tech industry. So we are sponsoring women to come to these events so that they can get a leg up, meet the right people that are going to help further them in their career. So, and it doesn't, and I say career, but I want to say that loosely, because even those that just want to get into an industry as a hobbyist, that is perfectly a-okay. You've probably seen me do some videos on changing a tire or woodworking with one of our crew members and things like that. So if it is an industry that, and most of them are done with our crew members, our customers, so that it's just kind of fun to see what they all do, because we all do super fun stuff that is super non-traditional. Watches, airplanes, I mean, that's not really something that was ever promoted to me as a child, because they just didn't know. My parents just didn't know. So this is something that I'm super passionate about, because I want to get more friends in the industries that I really enjoy. So what I wanted to show you right here is some of the scholarship applications and some of the resources that the Bingdon Foundation has done in order to promote these non-traditional industries. So what you're looking at right down here, I'm not going to be able to necessarily pick all of them up, but this is an application from Kodani Daphana, who won our scholarship. She's from she's from West Africa, studying in South Africa, and that's where she currently lives, in Joburg. And what she did is she created watch straps that can go with any of our watches. And what we did is we flew her out to the Women in Aviation conference, and she wanted to be a corporate pilot. Now, what I did is I said, okay, great. I'm going to introduce you to Walmart. I'm going to introduce you to Snapchat. I'm going to introduce you to NetJets. I'm going to introduce you to the companies that have corporate flight departments so that you can find out what you need to do to become a corporate pilot. She did a phenomenal scholarship application where she created all 10 of these, and we're going to be introducing these into the line once I can find a really good manufacturer to help me make this happen. Last year's winner, now I don't have it with me because it's super big. If you've seen the painting that Kathy Sokolska did, it looks like this. It's just massive. It's probably about 4 feet tall. But we also made a notebook out of this. So it has a planner and everything for 2022. So if you do want one of these, let me know. I'll put the information in the description as to how you can get one of these. But she painted this, and it is stunning. And it's a woman in STEAM. Right side, left side of the brain, everything that is STEAM oriented: science, tech, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Beautifully done. She's an incredible artist. If you don't follow her yet on Instagram and see all the art that she does, you have got to check her out. And then from years ago, Maria Battle. So if you do have an Bingdon watch, then you definitely have one of these, because these get included with every single watch that we ship out. This sticker was created by a graphic designer. Her name is Maria Battle. She's from Dominican Republic, and she wanted to be a helicopter pilot. And she had no idea about what could be at her disposal, because her world was the art world. But her father flew helicopters, and she wanted to follow in her father's footsteps. He passed away, and so she didn't really have anybody to help her get into that industry. We flew her out from the Dominican Republic to the Women in Aviation conference and helped her get a leg up on how to become a helicopter pilot. She created this amazing sticker, which we have adapted to all of the industries that we cater to, and they get included with every single watch. So if you didn't know that your sticker that you got with your Bingdon watch came from a scholarship winner, then now you know. So we have a ton of different products and resources and things that are as a result of the foundation, which was set up on the 10-year anniversary of the for-profit company. And that was where we really solidified that this is going to be its own separate entity. When you do buy a watch this holiday or anytime throughout the year, and there is a donation part on the checkout form, if you want to donate to the foundation, then you can also do that there. Now, where do those donations go? They go to our Brilliant books. These brilliant books are the creation of the board of directors, Deanna Morris-Stacy and Bethany Miller, two of the original board members. Deanna came on in our second group of board members. We're only like a few years old, so we're still very new. But she was an educator. She won our scholarship to the dive show. And she is probably one of my favorite people. Sorry, Deanna, if you don't know this, but your creativity, what is in your brain, and the fact that we are so blessed to have you on the board, I can't thank you enough. But this book, along with the 5 other books, they're all available on Amazon, are activity books. And we never really show the internal pages of what these books do, but we just came out with our 6th book, and we were planning on coming out with a whole bunch more next year. They're all activity books to get girls interested in STEAM. So if you see one that has kind of a bigger girl's head, then you're looking at 10 years old and above. And then if you are 10 years old and below, then you've got the little girl silhouette on it. So both of these books, $10, they're $9.99 on Amazon. And we've got books on, let's see, this is Aviation, this is Aviation, this is all about STEAM, so all of the different industries. We've got a book on space, we also have a book on technology, and here's the technology one, and then we just came out with a trades book. So the trades being construction, plumbing, electricity, you know, all of those types of things. So absolutely amazing. So let's get to it. You want to know my 5 that I'm going to be donating to today. The Bingdon Foundation is going to be my top. It's near and dear to my heart. I've never found an organization that just combines all of the STEAM industries and tries to make it so well-rounded for women to get involved in. So that's definitely going to be one of my top ones. I'm going to be donating to Women in Aviation. I'm going to be donating to the National Gay Pilots Association, also very near and dear to my heart. I love that group. I'm going to be donating to Women Divers Hall of Fame. I will be donating to the Veterans Watchmaker Initiative, and I will be donating to Black Girls Code. I think those 5 organizations are probably my favorite organizations that I love donating to, and I love seeing what they're doing because they are really moving it, making it, shaking it up. Just, they've given great results. So those are my 5 top organizations that I'm going to be donating to this Giving Tuesday. Tell me in the comments below what your top organization is that you're going to be donating to, and if I didn't mention one that you know about, please let me know in the comments and tell me what you are going to be donating to or what you would think I should donate to. Anything that goes into those comments, I'm going to be doing a donation into today. So I appreciate you guys so much. Give back today. We just spent a lot of money all weekend long, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and getting ready for the holiday season. It is just as important to give a donation as it is a gift. It is a gift. It's a gift that gives twice. So consider giving a donation and have a fantastic week. I will see you guys next week. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell to notify you of when we go live. We go live every other week, and then we also do produce videos where we're going on adventures with our customers. So thank you very, very much. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm usually not this excited, so I'm really glad that you guys kind of bear with me because I may have had a cup of coffee, but this is not caffeine talking. This is just happiness. So I hope you enjoyed. My name's Abingdon. I will see you guys on the next video.